Cursor 1.0 is finally here, and this is a big jump. I mean, last week we had version 0.50, and now Cursor has just doubled the version number to 1.0. And here we are now with plenty of new features, and this video shows you everything you need to know in less than 5 minutes. So let's get started. And the first feature is a pretty big one. It is called the bug bot. And to use that feature or to activate that feature, we go into our settings, so not in Cursor directly, but in the web browser. Then we head over to integrations, because what the bug bot is doing is it looks into your pull request and looks for bugs. Things that you should take care of, for example. And after you connected your account to GitHub, you say manage connections, and then you need to decide where you want to install cursor.com for your GitHub account. So I say just for me, and then you need to select a repository. I just select a project I'm currently working on, and then you say install and authorize, and then you get directed back. Then you see where this is activated, but actually we need to activate it here. And now we're in GitHub, because one of the most common things that you're going to do as a web developer is pull requests. We have one here, and this is actually a pretty bad component. If I create this pull request now, Cursor will jump into this. And after a few seconds, I see, oh, we got a bug. We got an uncleared interval causes memory leak. So I clearly see what did I do wrong, and I even see where this is happening. And what I can do then is fix in Cursor. Et voila, it is opening the correct component in Cursor and is even putting in the instructions to fix that error. So I can click enter here and it will do the whole magic. So that's what bugbot is. It's automatically suggesting you improvements or giving you tips about fixing bugs on your pull request. If you have any problems setting it up, in the description you can find a link to the troubleshooting guide. Let's move on with the next new thing. Background agents. But wait, didn't we have background agents already in the last version? Yes, but now for everyone. So what you can do is click that small cloud here, or you just go with Command E, and then you have a small dialog here. So you can select your model. Usually you take max models for that, so models with a high reasoning capacity. Of course, they are expensive, but you can get a lot of stuff done here, and all in the background. That makes a lot of sense if you just want to build your stuff in the front end and let the AI build in the backend, because otherwise you would have to wait all the time when you put in stuff here and see how it's changed on the left. And then we have the next feature, which is memories. And I think that is pretty great, because let's go in the settings, full settings here, and we got rules, I think. Yes, and there we got generate memories, and here we can toggle memories. What does that mean? Let's say I always prompt the AI with the same thing because it's doing the same thing wrong again and again. For example, using nowadays the pages router. Somehow now he will remember that I don't like this. So in the future we can see the memories of Cursor in here. I don't know if we can edit them manually. Maybe we can. Would be pretty cool. But with that feature, Cursor gets finally smarter. Smarter in a way that it finally knows stuff about you and about what you actually want to build here. And please ignore my Cursor rules down here. I know they are a bit crazy and they are actually pretty long. So if this video gets 500 likes, I will drop them down in the comments. And the next feature is about MCPs, because MCPs just got way easier. We have this new layout here with all the one-click supported MCPs. So what is a MCP? A Model Context Protocol is basically just a way that the AI of Cursor can talk to these programs. So as a quick example, let's say I want to add Notion to Cursor. I click that button, I say open Cursor. I just say Notion, MCP Notion, alright. Then he tells me I need to log in, so I do so. I'm so sorry for the flashbang here. I say select pages. Let's go with temporary right now and say allow access, open Cursor again. And then we see 14 tools enabled. So now we have everything connected. But what can we do now? It's pretty easy to see what we can do. We just click 14 tools enabled and we see what we can do. We can, for example, create a page or search something or view something or update a page. So how can we get this magic running? Let's open Notion for that. I just set it up a simple Cursor Notion MCP site. So what I can do now is say search Cursor Notion MCP site, add a new child page, and now he's smart enough to recognize that he needs to call a tool. Here, calling MCP tool search. We run the tool, he searched for that Notion page, and now he wants to view it, of course. And now he creates a new page about Next.js being the winning framework. So he's calling the MCP tool create pages. We say run tool again, and there we are. I've created a new page, but wait, let's check that out. There actually is a new page. And we got a clear detailed article why Next.js is the winning framework. That's kind of magic, right? So if you until now didn't know what an MCP is, it is exactly that. It can talk to your programs, your services you're daily using. And this is actually pretty powerful. And let's get to the next feature, which will make your bachelor degree or master degree easier than ever if you do computer science. Because what you now can do is you can now build diagrams with Mermaid or big tables with Markdown. So what I can say here is things like that. Scan the whole project and make a diagram out of it. And this is kind of overpowered because now he goes to my repository and imagine this would be a bachelor's degree. It is so easy. So there we are. We just got a diagram about how this thing here is working. We can zoom in, we can zoom out, and we can of course copy it. Go for example on mermaid.live, paste that, and you're good to go. And what else to change? We have this new beautiful design in the settings and also in the web. But what else do we have? We also have max mode available for Gemini 2.5 now, and web search can now parse PDFs. Cool. Click here to see a video why AI is making you a worse developer, and thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day. Bye bye.